Have you ever wished you spotted a stock before the hype, before it even hit the market? There could be a narrow window opening, and timing, of course, would be absolutely everything. In June, Bloomberg reported that Gemini had confidentially filed paperwork with the SEC and was working with Goldman Sachs and Citigroup on a potential IPO, just as Bitcoin flirted with all-time highs and investors' appetite for altcoins returned. The setup is classic: improving sentiment, a maturing market structure, and a regulated US brand preparing to step onto the public stage. Of course, there is to mention that this video is not financial advice and just for educational purposes only, and there is no liability assured for any investments made because of this video. Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, who were early Bitcoin investors, founded Gemini in 2014, deploying capital from their 2008 Facebook settlement to build a compliant, security-first exchange. A New York Trust charter followed the year after, enabling Gemini to accept customer deposits, and a year after this, it became the first licensed Ether exchange in the US. Today they operate across the United States and in 60+ countries, and they have positioned themselves as a regulated gateway to crypto for both retail and institutions. However, where Gemini truly breaks free from the pack, from its competitors, is its credit card, a consumer product designed to make everyday spending a frictionless on-ramp into crypto. Rewards are automatically converted into the crypto of your choice with 50+ options and deposited instantly once the transaction clears without any fees. Categories are straightforward: 4% back on gas, also electric vehicle charging, transit and taxis, and ride shares. But to be fair, it's capped at $300 a month, then it goes to 1%. There's also 3% on dining, 2% on groceries, and the rest is 1%. There are also no annual fees, no foreign transaction fees, and no exchange redemption fees on earned crypto. And because it's a credit card that is issued by WebBank and runs through the MasterCard network, users can pay later and keep cash on hand. The only cost is the full APR if they don't pay in time. The card number isn't also printed on the back. It can be accessed through the app and also logged there, and is available across the whole United States and Puerto Rico. But this raises the question, how will they make money with the credit card? Well, like most credit cards, economics hinge on interchange. In the US, merchants typically pay around 1.5 to 3% per transaction. The network MasterCard takes a slice. The issuing WebBank also takes a share, and Gemini receives the remainder. Let's imagine the following potential scenario. Suppose a high-spending user spends $100,000 in other purchases, which would fall under the 1% cashback category. If the interchange average is around 2%, let's say it's $2,000. MasterCard might take 0.1 to 0.15%, which is $100 to $150, leaving $1,875. If WebBank keeps 40%, that's $750, and Gemini would keep the rest with $1,125. After funding then the 1%, which corresponds to $1,000, the net interchange for Gemini would be $125. In this case, it's not the whole revenue stream for the business. It could be, however, a profitable funnel that acquires and engages users at a scale that could be unlike anything we've seen before. The reward shows up instantly in crypto. That could be brand relationship, reinforced every time a card is swiped. But what is also very important is the upcoming competition. As besides Gemini, there's also competition like Coinbase that is already listed, and Kraken that also wants to be listed on public exchanges. First, however, let's look on Gemini as an exchange. Well, it's security and compliance purist. It has 70+ tradable coins, cold storage for most assets, and FDIC insurance, which means US dollars balances up to 250K are insured. Its all fee schedule typically ranges from 0.00 to 0.02% maker and 0.03 to 0.04 on taker, plus payment method fees. It's more expensive than Kraken, but often cheaper than Coinbase on taker trades. The credit card is, in my opinion, the standout differentiator, and Gemini fits as it's security focused for professional and advanced users who value regulated tooling and are comfortable paying a small premium maybe for it. Up next is Coinbase. Coinbase is, in my opinion, the champion for consumer onboarding. It lists around 240 coins, operates in around 172 countries, and is best in class for user experience and education for beginners. Fees are generally 0.0 to 0.4% in maker and 0.05 to 0.6 in taker, often higher than Kraken and sometimes even higher than Gemini. It's a trade-off between brand trust, liquidity, and simplicity. It's ideal for beginners who are maybe willing to pay a bit more for convenience. Finally, there's Kraken. In my opinion, it's the best for smaller fees. It lists around 450 coins, has a global reach over 190 countries, no deposit fees, and limited advanced trading tools. Fees are competitive at 0.00 and the lowest 0.25 in maker and 0.1 to 0.4 in taker. Unlike Gemini, Kraken does not provide an insurance of the US dollars. However, it's in my opinion the best because it's regarding low prices, because it allows people to trade the lower prices that maybe are not professional users but still want to trade. So where does this leave us? If the market backdrop stays positive, Gemini's IPO could land into strengthening crypto momentum, and as a scarcity premium for US listed, pure play exchanges, with a security-first brand and regulated footprint, a credible institutional custody business, and a credit card that could quietly compound user interest, Gemini could position itself as a trusted US alternative with lighter regulatory venues. Meanwhile, Kraken could also be interested in the future, and in my opinion, there will not be a clear winner even if they come out at a similar time. I think both exchanges can win at the same time. I think they respond, in my opinion, to different segments of customers. As a final word, I will keep my eye on both of them as they're going public, and I may be considering to invest in Gemini. But of course, this is not financial advice. It was just a presentation of my thoughts and what I think. It's not an assurance that this will actually hold true. With that being said, let me know what you think in the future. Do you think there is a potential hype factor that could drive up the price and could be interesting? Or do you think it will be a listing that would go more or less unnoticed? Let me know. I also recently uploaded and published another video where I explained the fundamentals of why Ethereum is currently exploding. Make sure to check this video out as well. That's it for today. I will see you in the next video.